What's up, my audience of burned out gifted kids? How's that note-taking for your tabletop RPG going? Not that I've slandered the entirety of my audience, the captain must go down with her ship. Speaking of ships, I started dating an NPC in-game and literally forgot to ask what his last name was. Wanna know how I found out? By being put on trial. I play a fairy bard named Dafel Utomi because I'm not like other girls, and in my first ever campaign, I met this NPC named Pol. He was ascribed to the Empress in the continent of Zhazhawei, blah 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 backstory, and I snatched that man from my DM so fast and ran like a dog with a plastic wrapper in its mouth. One massive dragon attack and refugee crisis later, we were on a completely different continent, begging for help. It goes without saying that the guy with legal experience was kind of important to petitioning the council of the city, so what did we do? Force him on a tavern crawl. The night before his meeting with the council. Me and the warlock cope in very specific ways. While trying to have a nice night out to forget about the literal murderous rampage going on back in our home continent, I proceeded to be a little quirky and get almost stabbed by someone from my backstory. My bad, I should have been more considerate. Now, Pol has the constitution of a child drinking water out of their mother's fancy wine glass, and he was already shit-faced by the time we started chasing this dude through the streets.
What's going on? Oh, someone's trying to kill your girlfriend. What? Go back to sleep!
Turns out taking the law into your own hands and firing magic spells in public at a fleeing attacker is a disruption of the peace and reckless endangerment. So the guards did the not chill, very lame, super cringe thing of jailing us and putting us on trial at like 2 a.m. The most unrealistic thing about this whole experience for me is a society where swift justice through the court system is guaranteed. Needless to say, we were kind of handcuffed, shit-faced, and stabbed, so the only representative they could get for us was my poor boyfriend after he was awoken from lesser restoration in the lobby, surrounded by all of the political officials he'd have to talk to the next day. Fuck! Yeah, who would have guessed he wasn't happy with us? My name is Pol Salazar. I will be representing my colleagues from the city of Zhazhawei. Salazar? Colleagues? That's your last name? Wonderful first impressions for a scribe. Yeah, needless to say, negotiations didn't go well, but we learned a valuable lesson that day. Don't date strangers. Don't go drinking before your big business meeting. And ask an NPC their name if they're going to be around more than one session. So I guess ask them session 2.